So I'm doing this video in this weird lighting, which I kind of like. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Why not? It's Friday night. I don't have lights on in my room except for these candles behind me that look like a blowtorch like they did last night in my video. And I'm really enjoying this lighting right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it, even though I look kind of ghastly or ghostly. I don't know, maybe both. It's Friday night. It's been a busy day. A lot of stuff happening work-wise, family-wise, just continuing the saga. But I had dinner with a friend, and that was enjoyable. And then I have more social stuff going on later tonight and over the weekend. Just a lot of little things happening this weekend. And just trying to kind of steel myself up for that. But feeling good. A little bit tired. But the things that are on my mind are just kind of nebulous today, just because I've been flying by the seat of my pants. But one thing that struck me this morning when I woke up was that I had one of those nights where the last couple nights I've been sleeping really well, which is awesome because that hasn't really been the case for a little while. And I had one of those nights last night where I woke up this morning and was completely in my feelings because of dreams that I was having. And I think that if anybody watches this video, I'm sure they can relate to having those moments where you're dreaming about something that's really vivid and feels really real, and then you wake up and you're like, oh wait, was that real? Or, oh wait, no, I'm back to my regularly scheduled life. And that may not feel so good. And then you have all of a sudden in the morning, you have to kind of wrestle with feelings that you weren't expecting to have, whatever they may be. Maybe it was that you were living like this fancy, posh, like vacation life, or maybe it was that you had this love with somebody that was kind of, that you felt in your waking life was unattainable, or maybe you were returning to a part of your life that felt comforting and you were loved, and then you woke up and you're like, wait, I'm in this life. Anyway, I just had one of those nights where I woke up this morning feeling a little disoriented, and I was kind of behind schedule. I had to get kids ready for school. It was kind of a weird way to enter the day. And, so it was almost like I remember early on I did a video on sneak attack emotions. And sometimes dreams can be like sneak attack emotions. You're not really ready for how those kind of reside in you after you awaken. So that's my day. I've had interesting client conversations today. I've had more drama with my mother. Like I said, I've had friend time. My kids are now with their father, which always leaves me with some feelings. I got a lot on my mind, but I'm just going to keep it real simple and say that's what's on my mind. Kind of the feelings you get when you wake up and you just kind of have to like reset your own emotional button. And I did that, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. But it's not always an easy task, and it's like your own brain tricks you. So that's what's on my mind. Very simple stuff today. It's funny because when I was trying to like scramble and get ready for the day, and I was behind, and it's kind of weird, I put on kind of a random playlist on Spotify. Actually, it was a really old one that I hadn't listened to in a long time. And a song came on that was called Waking Up. And it was about, like, obviously, I'm sure there's, metaphors up in there. But it was about kind of like realizing a situation in front of you. And it's just kind of a trippy little pop song. And I like it. And so that's going to be the song that I add to my playlist because I feel like it's all about waking up. Sometimes you have to wake up. I had a conversation tonight over dinner with a friend that was extraordinarily illuminating, and I was not expecting to have that. I was expecting to just have like an end of the day Friday, kind of we're tired, having, queso and a margarita or whatever. And I wound up having this really illuminating conversation that kind of opened my eyes to something that makes me feel like I have some real work to do on a part of my life that I've kind of put on a shelf. And it was really illuminating, and I feel like even tonight I was waking up in a certain way of like looking at a situation and seeing it in a new light. So that song is about that, and I've had that experience at least twice today now, so it fits. And those are my thoughts. I think what I want to do tonight in terms of my mind-body practice Again, my night's not quite over right now, but when it is, I want to do kind of a body scan. And I think what I would like to do is put this like number 1, 2, or 3 on the list of meditations that I want to record individually here, because a body scan takes time. But it's really where you breathe, and of course, like we always start meditations with, and then just kind of start head to toe and just scan your body for what kind of tension you might be carrying. What's happening in my body from top to bottom? And I feel like kind of at the end of this week that's been really busy and also really heady, stressful, like I feel like I want to start the weekend with a good body scan. And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a full body scan tonight. I might even start my day tomorrow with one because I have a full day tomorrow, and it'd be interesting to kind of see what comes up for me around that in the morning. Because a body scan really is nothing but just kind of, what do I feel in my jaw? What do I feel in my neck? What do I feel in my chest? What do I feel in my knees? Everything in between. So I do think, rather than take up time in this video, I think that I'm just going to mention that, and I'm going to make a commitment this weekend to do a body scan video. Actually, I just made that decision. I'm going to do a body scan video and record that and post it, because I think that's just such a basic but super helpful mind-body exercise. So I think I really need that right now. So that's where my thoughts are. Waking up yet again.